Now, since the overthrow of Zine El Abidine Ben Ali in 2011 and the country's so-called Arab Spring, Tunisia has been buffeted by economic turmoil and terrorist attacks, which have affected the lucrative tourism sector. In 3 days, Tunisians go to the polls to elect a new president, and the country is poised to recover its position as fourth tourist destination in Africa. But is Tunisia prepared to guarantee security to visitors after this weekend's elections? My colleague Sophie Kenya asked this question to the tourism minister, Ámal Karbol.
Since the revolution, so almost 3.5 years ago now, the country has been safe. So no visitor, no tourist, no foreign person has ever been touched. And as a government, we're putting everything in place to keep it that way.
So supposing I'm one of those people you meet outside in London in a cab and you want to convince me to come and visit Tunisia, sell it to me.
I think different things. It depends, obviously, what you want. Our slogan is, we say it's free to live it all. So the first thing is that there is a lot of positive energy in the country. And you can experience this and, you know, have the longest music festival in Carthago over the summer of 1.5 months. You can go to the island of Jerba, where you have an open-air museum. We have 150 street artists from 30 countries who tagged, you know, houses. And it's an amazing place to visit. The second thing is the weather. I mean, 2 weeks ago I was in bikini on the weekend, so you know it's just, and even in winter it doesn't get so cold, so you can enjoy, you know, sun, you can enjoy long walks on beaches, and maybe the third thing is you know is a very good quality price too. You know, it's at the moment is the best moment to visit, because we call it a startup democracy, you know, and we say you should invest in a startup either by investing or by coming as a tourist at the beginning, because then you have the biggest evidence. Yeah.
A quarter of the foreign fighters currently fighting in Syria for the various rebel groups are actually Tunisian youth. Should you not be concentrating on creating an enabling environment, employment-wise, for them to come back home?
Actually, it's very well connected. You know, there is some young people in Tunisia today who say, they become a bit cynical because they say, you know, the Western countries have always told us, you know, fight for freedom of speech, fight for democracy. And since we've achieved that, we've been kind of punished because investors have been much more reluctant to come, and tourists, etc. You know, tourism is 7% of GDP in Tunisia. It gives work to more or less 400,000 people. With tourism increasing more into luxury and to culture, tourism also gives job opportunities for people with diploma, young people with diploma, where we have the highest unemployment. So it's very well connected. We say for, you know, for Europe and other countries, you know, to have a country that is a success story in North Africa, in the Middle East, and to help that country not out of altruism but out of own interest and egoism, by investing and helping the economy, because this will offer job opportunities.
You're watching BBC Focus on Africa. It's now time for some sports. Piers, I know you're just doing this to punish me, but I see you're still digesting some of the results from yesterday.
Yes, Peter.